Hello everyone, what's happening? This is Forgo, and today we're going to do an ABX run with Cable in the new swimsuit uniform. And I do have to say that I was wrong about something. I was wrong. I really thought because this uniform actually offered the critical damage from the uniform effect here, this extra 30% critical damage, it did give an extra 5% chain hit damage, that you were going to need a CTP of Rage to do better with this uniform. However, I was wrong. With a CTP of Energy, he is absolutely insane against the Beast for ABX. Against World Boss, there's not a whole lot of difference. He's definitely stronger. But against the Beast, it is massive improvement. Oh my God, it is way, way stronger. I still think it's a bunch of crap that they want full price for this uniform. I still don't think it's worth it unless you're an ABX player and you're focused on it and you have the spare crystal to spend. But I cannot deny the power of this new uniform. This thing is ridiculous. And it's really because of this damage accumulation. Having damage accumulation based on how much damage you deal rather than how much damage you take is not as RNG based. You're not waiting for the Beast to jump at you, swipe at you, jump his paws down on you, whatever. You're not waiting for any of those things. So his damage is consistent. And because of that, you can stay in a solid rotation and you don't have to worry about taking the damage to deal that much damage. It's freaking amazing, actually. Plus, in this uniform, if you have a CTP of Rage, you won't even need to use the second skill. Except when you're silencing the Beast, of course, because it has silence. Now, in the run you're going to see me do, I don't even use this skill because actually I was testing it and I was doing two different rotations. I was doing 3, 4, 5 and 3, 4, 2, 5. And actually the damage was virtually the same. There wasn't a whole lot of difference having that extra 30% crit rate. And if you look at my detail page, you know, I do have 52% crit rate. And Cable does have 30% guaranteed critical rate. So I guess not having that 75% just really didn't make that much of a difference. You know, if we got the 30% crit rate from the second skill, that would max our crit rate out. And you would think we'd be doing more critical hits, but it really didn't seem like we was. It could be that maybe I was missing my proc throwing in that 2 skill, but I don't think so. This uniform is pretty easy to keep the proc where it belongs. So I don't really think that's the case. But that could be it. You can see my critical damage at 196. My ignore defense is actually around 49. I mean, but that's it needs to be at max, but that's really pretty good actually. Max skill cooldown. And I only have 5-star Urus on this guy. Oh no, I have mythic Urus. Oh, I have mythic energy attack Urus. I have 5-star here, 4-star, 5-star. I mean, there's a lot of work I could do here. He's got 5-star here, a mythic there, a couple 5-stars there, and then he's got a couple 5-stars. So far from an optimal build. No Odin's Blessings. My first gear is at 25, my last gear is at 20, and that last gear would make a big difference because you could really bump up this critical rate or whatever stat you want by jumping this up to 25. It really would add a lot of freaking extra damage. So he has a long way to go. He is level 70. But his uniform is still at normal. I mean, I don't even have this thing mythiced up at all. I am rocking a CTP of Energy with a 200% damage prog. I do have a Power of Angry Hawk set, fully awakened set on him. So he's got a decent build, but nothing spectacular. I mean, this is far from optimal. This guy is so ridiculous. I've already seen him score over 10 million. That was with the CTP of Rage, but I've seen another guy score over 9 million using a CTP of Energy. So, yeah, he is the meta for ABX, absolutely. I knew he would be. That part I was right about. But I really thought he was going to need a Rage to shine, and he doesn't. He doesn't need a Rage. Even if you're running a regular damage proc, if you got a regular critical damage proc obelisk, let me see if I can find one. Something like this with increased damage by 140%, you'd really want this to be critical damage crit rate, or double critical damage. Well, really, you don't need double critical damage if you have this uniform. But maybe a critical damage crit rate, something like that, would be really nice. I mean, he's pretty freaking insane, I gotta say. And on another note real quick, I was really surprised that We didn't get a sneak peek. What a bummer, man. I was really hoping we'd get another sneak peek today. However, we didn't get one, so that kind of sucks. So this is the team you're going to run with on Mail Blast Day. Now, I realize that Mail Blast Day is expired. That was yesterday. Unfortunately, I couldn't get to this because I was talking about the sneak peeks and what have you. But I thought this would be a good video to put out to show you all how to cancel the roars and when to cancel the roars with Cable. With Cable, it's actually pretty easy. He's one of the easiest characters to cancel roars with the Beast, and that's freaking amazing, guys. I hate canceling roars. It freaking sucks. It's a total pain in the butt. Sometimes you don't get it when you think you get it, and it's a real nightmare. But with Cable, it's actually pretty easy. Even with the damage proc, it's still pretty easy. It's not bad at all. So you want to use Coulson because you want Coulson for this 45% damage dealt to supervillain types. The guaranteed critical rate doesn't matter because Cable already has 30% guaranteed critical rate from his passive, and they do not stack on top of each other. So that doesn't matter, but the 45% damage out supervillains does. And you want to use Cyclops for his leadership. There's 35% increase of all attack. And you also want to use him with this uniform for the 30% increase of energy attack from his passive. So he's giving an extra 65% energy attack. And you can see my energy attack is at 37,000. So let's take old Cable into ABX and let's see how he does. Let's rock and roll. All right, so let's do this. Okay, we're gonna switch. Now I'm just gonna do 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. And like I said before, I don't use the second skill until I need to silence the beast. I mean, you could throw it in there. You should do more damage, but honestly, guys, like I said earlier, from the testing I was doing, I just wasn't getting any more damage out of it. Maybe I was missing the proc, but I don't think so. This uniform is pretty easy to keep the proc where it belongs. And definitely if you're playing with a rage, you want to make sure that you let the gun shoot upwards. Other than that, you can pretty much cancel it immediately if you're just trying to get the damage accumulation. You just want to wait a brief moment. So here we go. But look, I'll keep the proc where it belongs the entire time. It's so easy. You just want to make sure you don't get stunned. Now we're coming up to 2 minutes and 8 seconds, and that's when you want to silence the beast. We slowed it down. We're going to go ahead and silence that beast at 2:08. There we go. And you can see, there he goes. It says Frost Beast skill hardens, but you don't see the red icon above the beast life bar, which means we cancel it. You always know when you cancel the beast roar, when you silence at the right time, and you see that little text come up that says Frost Beast skin hardens, but you don't see the red icon above the life meter. There we got knocked back a little bit, but that's okay. We still kept the proc on the 5th skill. And you see the score that I got up in the top right-hand corner was like 4.4 million. You know, and again, I know it's nothing compared to like other players that's done really well, but keep in mind they have full maxed out builds. It's very different from what I got going on here. This is just a normal ranked uni. Pretty insane. I just really want to show canceling these roars because for me, that's the most important part of doing this. You know, that's the part that I'm trying to get good at, and hopefully will help you all get good at as well. So here we go. And there I waited a moment. And because the beast got stunned, we're going to silence him at 1:16. If he didn't get stunned, it would be 1:18, depending on whether or not if he's jumping or not. And there you see the Frost Beast skin hardens text there, but you don't see the red icon above the life bar. And boom. And you can even do, you know, 3, 4, 2, 5 every single time. And probably even silence the beast by accident, maybe. I mean, I actually did that a couple runs, but it's actually better to do it this way. And if I put a rage on this guy, which I probably will do, because I want it to be even easier to max out those scores. But we'll see. Maybe I won't. I mean, I was able to get a really, really good score. I'll show that at the end of this run. Come on, come on. You know, and Cable he's insane. So the beast is going to roar again at 38 seconds. We're going to slow it down. We're going to go ahead and hit our second skill. There we go. Silence the beast at 38 seconds. And boom, shakalaka. Piece of cake. You see the Frost Beast skin hardens significantly, but you don't see the red icon above the life bar. We're going to speed it right back up. There we go. 3 cancel roars, man. He was actually, honestly, so far of all the characters I've done, I think Cable's the easiest one to cancel roars with. I really do, man. This dude is just so simple. Come on, buddy. And, you know, I know it's not like a, you know, as good a score as what other players have done, but just remember, again, my build just isn't maxed out by any means. And I really didn't have a whole lot of time to practice this, to be perfectly honest. Oh, yeah, look at this. So almost 4.9 million. Now I'm going to put up a screenshot showing me hitting 5.5 million, and that was my last fight right before the reset. And it didn't even count, which really freaking sucks. All I got was the 4.8 million. But I'm definitely going to be maxing out this uniform. I'm definitely going to be shooting for the cap score with this guy because he can absolutely do it. Cable is an absolute monster. Again, I don't advocate for buying this uniform because they want full price, and I think that's a bunch of crap. But if you do want to improve your ABX scores, know that you don't need a CTP of Rage. You don't need it. I was absolutely wrong about that. CTP of Energy is insane on this guy. You can cap out the score or do a whole lot better than before. I was doing like 3 million with his other uniform. Yeah, 3 million, maybe a little more. That's how much of an improvement this thing made. It's insane. So let me know how you're all feeling about Cable and his capabilities in ABX now as far as being the meta. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.